Me too. Everybody enjoyed the dinner tonight. Very good. Presidential always does a fabulous job. All right, it is time for the toast. We got a few people up here giving a toast. We got a couple best men. We also have a maid of honor. So we're going to have one of our first best men go. And Matt Glenn. I'm going to pass the mic on to Matt. It's all you, Matt.
Hey guys. Let me get this out here right now. I'm a little nervous. We all know Liz is nervous. She did just marry Joe. But a little behind the scenes, on the way in when I was dancing, when I did a little turn, a little number, I did shit myself. So, I'm nervous and I'm uncomfortable right now. But, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Matt. I'm one of Joe's younger brothers. Some of the things you probably, I'm sure you've all heard descriptions of me. And some of those descriptions, common descriptions, would be that I'm fiercely handsome and I'm ferociously vivacious. Yeah. All right. So, I was hoping one of the girls out there would be like, yeah. Oh, thank you. By the way, that was my cousin. That sucks. All right. Well, anyways, before I wrote anything down, I went to go to a couple of people that have given speeches before. And one of the theories I heard is that you don't want your speech to go any longer than the groom can last in bed. And I threw that out the window because this would have lasted a couple seconds. Sorry, Dad. Don't ask me how I know that. Big told me, by the way. No, in all seriousness, I love these two. Joe, I love you. You're my brother, but you're my best friend. And you always will be, you know that. And Liz, I will always have your back too. And I couldn't be more proud to have you take my last name. That's not funny. No, but there's a lot of high expectations. You need, Glens are running scarce in this area. They really are. No, there's not a whole lot of Glens. I mean, we got like 5 Glens over there, and that's about it. Yeah. No, I know. It sucks, but we're dying out. We're a dying breed, We're prehistoric. But yeah, I want a lot of nephews, not so much nieces. I'm just saying that because I don't want to have to kick any pubescent 16-year-olds' asses. There's a lot of Vins out there. No, in all honesty, I love you guys. And honestly, let's get our champagne out there. Here's to eternal love, healthy babies, and lots of great sex.
In case you didn't know, that was Matt. We're going to pass the mic over to our maid of honor right now. We'll ask Amber to step up here. Amber Zimmer.
Well, good evening, everybody. I am extremely nervous, and I've been thinking about this for the past forever. So I'm just going to go for it, and whatever happens, happens. How do I even start, I guess? I met Liz about 13 years ago when we were in the 8th grade. And it was in science class, and you know how they have those tables that, you really, if you're sitting by yourself, you don't want anybody sitting next to you. Well, when I came in, I'm sure she cringed because the teacher sat me right next to her. Apparently, years later, I learned that Liz was not too fond of me at first because I annoyingly talked about my Tamagotchi and Gigapets to her because I snuck them into school. But at the same time, and Liz, you do not know this, that I thought you were a huge nerd because you told me that your mom was watching it at home. You sneak it into school. Trust me, you do. So from then on, we became great friends. In 8th grade, we used to dress alike, like every day. We would wear our zippy jeans with our sweater vests. Sexy, may I add. I used to sneak her out of study hall to go clean the wood shop room, we would go and clean it, but we really wouldn't. We would just go in this building where nobody else was and eat all the teachers' food and play on all the equipment and turn on all the machines in the shop. There's pictures to prove it. We would also get detention together just so that we wouldn't have to go home and we could hang out even longer. And we had many outings. Basically, Liz is a kind of a planner, and she would call me on Sunday to plan out the next weekend to see whose parents were driving, where we were going to the movies, or to Laser Quest. And my favorite story of then is one of the first times we ever went out is when Liz's bra broke at Laser Quest. And I'm always the most resourceful one around, so I went up to the front desk and got the stapler and got everything back where it should have been. But, yeah, her top has come off. It's very true. Over the years, we've done everything together, from football games to dances to prom to going shopping, sneaking out of the house, sorry, Keeb, wherever you are. One of the things we're most famous for is pulling pranks. We've made countless visits to TP houses to make prank phone calls, and you guys probably just don't even know you've been victims, but you probably have. We used to do this thing on Easter because, I don't know, none of our families really ever did anything, so we would go to Walgreens and get those empty Easter eggs, and we would fill them with the most useless junk you could ever find, like in your purse, like aspirin or batteries or carrots. I won't say what else we put in there, but it got a little bit inappropriate. One of the first times that we pranked Joe, we actually put spider webs and bugs in his car when he was working at La Rosa's. Not real ones. And we used to like to drive around and gather up cones and barrels that the construction workers were using. We would either put them in our friends' yards or just put them on the road just to see what cars would do as they went by. Random. We've had many trips together, going to concerts, especially the Backstreet Boys. If you were at the bachelorette party, you definitely saw the picture of how excited Liz was at the Backstreet Boys concert. And we were not young. We were about 17, 16 years old. We were not 12, 13 like the normal crowd. We've gone on countless camping trips. We've been to Myrtle Beach, Florida, Vegas, and also many trips to Pittsburgh, black and yellow, to celebrate the many Super Bowls